The first scores from Utah's new SAGE computer adaptive testing system are scheduled to be released this month. SAGE, which stands for Student Assessment of Growth and Excellence, measures degrees of proficiency. So, instead of a fill-in-the-bubble test that results in letter grades like an A or an F, SAGE testing adapts to a student's strengths and weaknesses. For example, if a student answers a question wrong, the next question will be easier. If he or she answers correctly, the next one will be harder. State managers worry the reports for individual students may overwhelm parents and have encouraged local administrators to schedule explanatory meetings at schools. Here is a breakdown of the SAGE reports and how to decipher them. Parents who just want the brass tacks can look no further than this section located at the top of the report. This section lists the student's score and their proficiency level on a scale of 1 to 4, with 1 being the lowest and 4 being the highest. To see more detail about that number, this visual shows where a student's overall score falls on the scale for the 4 proficiency levels. SAGE scores are not based on the number of correct answers. When a student gets a question right, the test adapts to become more difficult. The format makes it unlikely that a student will score the minimum or maximum points possible. Because of this, the thresholds for each proficiency level are grouped together near the center of the scale. This section shows the areas of the test where a student excelled or struggled. A plus sign indicates an area of strength. A minus sign marks an area of weakness. An equal sign indicates that their score on that section was roughly the same as their overall score. Getting another question right on an adaptive test doesn't necessarily raise a student's score by a single point. Because of this, a student falls within a range of scores, which parents can then check by following this URL address to the State Office of Education website. This section compares a student's score to the average score for their school and school district and the average score for the state. This section, unique to the English Language Arts test, describes how a student performed on the writing portion. Written responses are graded and scored by human graders, but these paragraphs are automatically generated based on the student's proficiency level. The SAGE test is too different from Utah's old assessment system to compare this year's scores to last year's scores. But each year moving forward, a student's performance on SAGE will be added to this graph, creating a trend report that tracks a child's progress. To read more about the new SAGE report cards as well as more coverage of education in Utah, visit sltrib.com.